Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Miami Geeks Weekly Updates brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
I appreciate the lack of energy. I really do.
Well, it's Monday. I had a lot today, and there was so. Read my shirt. Why?
I'm glad you asked.
If fat means flavor, then I'm delicious. No, Willie, no.
My shirts,
okay.
My shirts have a story to tell.
No, they have a, you know what? They have a journey. It's not even a story anymore. It has a lot to say, and I don't want to hear it.
Hey,
I just read it. You know what? I don't want to know anything about it right now.
No, join us on Wednesday. I'm going to bring up Nina Tucker.
Yeah, you know what? Willie is bound to do stuff like that, guys. But we have to get started, folks, because there's a lot of things we got to talk about. And most importantly, we're going to bring up Starfield. Because, of course, Starfield. Guys, 1 week before Starfield, Microsoft quickly kills the $1 Xbox Game Pass deal again. Willie, why does Xbox hate everybody? Like, really, why?
Listen. You need to get something in your head right now.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft's a corporation.
Yeah.
All they want to do is make money.
Fine.
They don't care about you.
But dude,
Starfield,
the whole $1 box thing, the $1 thing was actually awesome. Sorry.
Okay, but Starfield is their biggest, their highest profile launch, and it's going to come out next week. They want to make sure that people are paying full price to get into this game. So yeah, Microsoft had a deal where you can get Game Pass for $1. But in the ramp up to Starfield, they don't want to give people a cheap option to buy in. No. You want to play Starfield, you're going to pay full price.
Okay.
I'm not even mad.
No, it's fine. Look, it's fine. The thing is that it's kind of jarring because the thing is that Xbox main thing was if you join Game Pass, you get to play these games, and play them all as long as you want, which is fine and dandy. This whole $1 thing for what $1 for a year, but it has to be the first time you do this. But of course, we're gonna have users out there. They're gonna make the brand new emails so they can get that deal. If I'm not mistaken, right, Willie?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So now here's my thing. Why just not put it for the $1 deal and just keep it for the rest? I mean, they have that option, don't they?
Not anymore. They don't. Now, again, Game Pass has been trying to sell itself on the value.
Okay.
And they had that $1 deal to try to entice people to get on. But again, Starfield is their highest profile release in a very long time. This is like if tomorrow PlayStation went and said, oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 is coming out next week. That's the profile that this game has. Probably more. And we'll get to that in a second because Jesus Christ, the hype in this game.
Yeah. No, I'm ready for that part. But yeah, the thing with me, Willie, is about this is that it bothers me because Xbox being Xbox, pushing this whole, I would like to say, agenda to be on Xbox Game Pass because it's so awesome and whatnot. But they're gonna make sure they remove this $1 thing so nobody can play it again. So this is the second time they've done this then.
There's a second time. The first time they just did it to try to get people to move themselves to regular Game Pass. Mm-hmm. Now they're doing it because they're trying to avoid people signing up for the $1 plan just so they can play Starfield. Now, if you want to play Starfield, you got to pay $10 for the PC only Game Pass, $11 if you want to play the console Game Pass, or $17 if you want both.
Got it.
This
All
is
right.
for
Well,
this
you
is
know
this
what?
is this is a business
It's
decision, and I am not mad at them for doing it. Yes, I would prefer that they have something that's valuable, like good value for people, but they're a business; they got to make their money.
eventually, and you're right about that, Willie. You're absolutely right about that. I just find it kind of like I just find it like a dickish move. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna be doing this to your fans,
Okay, but
to take that right away, why don't you just say, you know what, you guys can have your dollar games, but these games are not gonna be in the dollar. They're not gonna be in
okay,
the dollar section. We're just gonna cut this out, and you get to play everything else but these certain games. Kind of like how
okay,
they do with PlayStation.
I was
PlayStation
going to go there.
has all this. Okay, let's
I
go.
was going to go there. Counterpoint. Yes, they could do that, but the whole point is they want to get people invested into Game Pass. As you said, PlayStation has their own streaming service, but they don't have day and date first party titles.
Correct.
So if you want to play Spider-Man 2, if you want to play Wolverine, if you want to play that of Boy Ragnarok, you have to buy the game. Eventually, they'll give it to you via streaming, but they want you to pay for it up front. So this
Got
is
it.
two competing strategies. PlayStation is no, buy our games. Eventually, we'll give it to you so you can stream for free, but buy our games. Microsoft is like, no. Subscribe to our stuff. Why don't you pay whatever you want? Just give us money. And $1 is not enough money.
Got it.
To be fair, Microsoft's strategy is the preferable one, because if you get Game Pass right now, let's say you don't have Game Pass, you don't have the $1 option anymore. Let's say you just have a console, you pay $11. You have access to 100+ games, not just Starfield. You have your Forzas, you have your Gears of War. They have a thing with EA, so you can play all your Maddens and your FIFAs and your whatevers. They have a lot of games for you to play for $11 a month. Think about how much you pay for PS Plus Premium.
Yeah.
$17, $18 a month?
Give or take.
And you don't get Data Boy. You barely get Data Boy.
Yeah.
So I think Microsoft has the more competitive option, but yeah, they took off the one option that you could do to cheese them and get to play Starfield for $1. Which, by the way, I'm getting tired of talking about Starfield. Bring up the next one, please.
No, fine. Let's continue. It's about Starfield.
He's in, boys. He did it. He said it.
So Starfield design director says you may find God in Starfield or may lose faith. Willie, I've never met a game that's going to make me, change my religion or something like that. But what?
Okay. Details first.
Yes, please.
Polygon spoke to the design director of Starfield, Emil Pagliarulo, and he talked about how you may or may not find God in the game. I'm not going to go over the details of the interview. That title, like the article name, the article title, is such garbage. Listen. I love video games as much as the next person. Okay?
Yeah.
Wait, right now, off the cuff, name me your top 3 games of all time.
Jeez. God of War. Well, it's gonna be all the God of War series technically.
No.
One,
Give me
two,
one from there.
just all right. OG God of War 1.
Okay.
A few minutes later.
Okay. Give me two more.
Oh, you want me to keep going? I'm sorry. I thought you
Two
just
more
said
games.
I think you said
No
just
more God of War. Just give me 3 games. One is God of War. The OG
all
God
right,
of War.
God of War, Army of Two, the first one.
Which one?
And the first one, Army of Two.
Okay.
And man, I don't really play a lot, so it's been a minute. They'll be my top 2 right now. I don't have a lot right now to think.
I'll leave you at 2. I'll give you a top 3. All right. Diablo 2, Sim City,
Okay.
and Final Fantasy 2 or 4, depending on what week you catch me.
Okay.
Okay. None of those games made me wonder if there was a supreme being overlooking everything. Starfield is just a game.
Yeah.
The fact that people are trying to find spirituality in the game tells me that this is going way too far. Anyone out there that wants to argue with me, go ahead. We can have this conversation. But if you need a game to justify your belief in God,
Yeah.
you need to go outside and touch some grass.
All right. Well, if we're gonna be having them touch some grass, then I guess we're gonna have to talk to the ones that are having a meltdown over an invisible wall. Because what, dude? Ever since I ain't played any other game, even Mario Brothers, for God's sakes, there's always some sort of invisible wall we can't get past by. Why is it that this game specifically is having another set of people melting down over an invisible wall and possible limits of exploration?
Okay.
Like, really, what more can they find, Willie?
Okay. As we've said throughout this entire recording, Starfield is heavily anticipated. To the point where we've talked about Starfield way too much in the last 2 podcasts.
There are people. It's already tiring already.
Okay, it started with a leak on a Chinese forum saying that you might go to a planet and start walking in a certain direction, and at a certain point, you'll hit an invisible wall.
Okay.
I understand the desire to explore every last little inch of a world. But Starfield is promoting itself on the fact that there are hundreds of worlds in dozens of galaxies that you can go and visit.
Okay.
Do you really think that every single world is going to be no restrictions, nothing?
I doubt it, dude. Doubt it.
Think about the amount of computational power that you would need to make hundreds of worlds that are 100% explorable. You know what it smells of?
Go.
It smells of No Man's Sky.
Yeah. The only problem is that we cannot name our planets and the way that you want to name one of your planets.
No, I wanted to name my planet Dick Cheese. No Man's Sky did not allow me to, and that's when I said that game is garbage.
Just that alone, it just brings me all the joy, folks.
But okay, I would love to have a game that had a totally unlimited sandbox.
Okay.
But every time I think about that, I think about Just Cause 3. You never played a Just Cause game, right?
Only with you like many moons ago. Like I tried a couple times. That you have to freaking ride the tornado and everything like that.
That's Just Cause 4, which is not good. Just Cause 2 is the greatest Just Cause game that's ever existed. Just Cause 3, which I like very much, marketed itself on the premise of, oh my God, look at how big this sandbox is. At the time, it was the biggest sandbox ever. But there was nothing to do in half of that sandbox. What is Starfield going to give you with all these hundreds of worlds, supposedly, that you can visit, that is engaging enough for you to say, yeah, I want to keep exploring worlds? And if you come across a boundary where you can't cross anymore, are you really going to get pissed off about it?
I mean, you shouldn't, to be honest. But I just find it kind of pointless. But the thing is that now, Willie, I'm gonna have to just take this and give to our audience, because this is something I would love to hear them talk about. Because if they're gonna have a titty fit over land that they can't cross just because of the invisible wall, but they have all this space that they can go travel to, I have questions. I have a lot of questions, and I'm kind of curious.
The question that I have is this.
Go.
The question that I have is this. Number one, do you think a game is really going to break the limits of a console or a PC to the point that you can explore every single last grain of sand on one of hundreds of planets?
Mm.
And if you accept that that's not going to be a possibility, are you really going to be mad about it? You have all this expanse to explore, but I want to go that way, and the game won't let me go that way.
Yeah,
Is that really
I think that'd be
important?
something. That's something I kind of want to know what our audience will think then, because look, all this Starfield news is getting somewhere, and to me, mentally, I'm nowhere near it. But I'm kind of curious to know what our audience will think. I mean, we already got your 2 points on this, your 2 cents on this one, Willie. And I kind of put my 2 cents in there because it's like, whatever, dude. I'm not going to be that mad over a visible wall. It's not like there's something I'm going to be progressing or missing out on because of it. But again, I'm kind of curious to know what our audience thinks about this. And ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about everything we're talking about here about Starfield? Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this. And now, Willie, I don't know how I kind of do know how I feel about this. And is after 6 years, the Nintendo Switch has finally outsold the Wii in the US, which that is a great astonishment. I mean, I thought they would have surpassed this a long time ago. Honestly, the Wii's been freaking selling like hotcakes. If we're gonna be talking here for real, even above there with the PS5 and the Xbox refrigerator or whatever you want to call it. So yeah. I think this is actually a good thing for the Nintendo Switch right now, or Nintendo in general, actually.
Well, let me clarify.
Go ahead.
The Nintendo Switch has indeed outsold the Wii by a substantial amount worldwide, but in the US, it finally went over it. I'm going to give you a list of worldwide sales for consoles. Everyone knows that number one is the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 sold over 155 million units worldwide. The Switch is in third place at 129.53 worldwide, only trailing the PS2 and the Nintendo DS at 154.02 million. The top 5, just so you know, 3 are Nintendo consoles, 2 are PlayStation. Last call, the PlayStation 2 was number 1, Nintendo DS was number 2, the Switch was 3, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color combined make number 4, and the PS4 is number 5.
Jeez. That's about, I'm still saying it. That's a huge huge number for them, at least to make it that far.
In passing the Wii, it overtook both the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3.
Damn.
As much as I love the PS3, and as awesome as the Xbox 360 was, we have to remember that the Wii spanked both of them.
Yeah, twice.
It wasn't even that powerful of a console.
No, but it did something that nobody's ever seen, and that's why I'm like,
it
changed
gaming. It made gaming accessible to non-gamers. To this day, some of my best memories involve me and my daughter playing Wii Sports bowling.
Oh, same here. And then finding the little hack that you bowl to the top right, and then you knock all the pins. Super awesome.
Yeah. So the Switch, for all of you that are sitting there yelling because the Switch isn't powerful enough, yeah, there you go. And we're going to bring that up now.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to bring that up now because people are complaining about the Switch in one particular instance. Please.
And let's talk about that, Willie. And it looks like some new Metal Gear Solid collection games are barely HD. And there's an update to that. But Willie, being that it's barely HD, meaning what? They want it to be full 1080p on a 720p console. Okay. Elaborate, please, then.
Okay. When you say HD, what do you think of?
High definition, 1080p, crystal clear, smooth, very clear stuff.
Okay. When people say HD, what they have in their heads is 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
I'm asking you because you're one of those people.
No, I am. That's what I'm saying. Yes, you're absolutely right.
And this is an old story, I think, from last week, but I had to bring it up because y'all need to relax. The Metal Gear Solid Collection is being released for multiple consoles, including the Switch.
Okay.
Thing is, people are complaining because the Switch version is gimped compared to the PS4 or 5 or Xbox One series console versions. The Switch is underpowered compared to them. But think about this for a second. Okay, for those who don't know, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection includes Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, the original Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 on the MSX2 in Japan, and Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge on the NES. These were not HD games. If you remember, the PlayStation 2 would have 720p under the best of circumstances.
Yeah.
People are mad because Konami said that they have a target of 1080p 60 for the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC versions. But Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are going to be 30 FPS on the Switch. And that's if it's docked.
Oh, that's docked.
That's docked. If you're playing it handheld, 720p, and you're lucky at 30 FPS.
Ouch. Okay. All right. I get it.
But again, remember, these are 480p games.
So
you're getting an
HD
update. You're getting an HD update, whether you like it or not. I'm going to tell you this again, Punisher, and you can get mad at me as long as you want. 720p is still HD.
Nah, this 20. You know what? I need Grumpy Joe here. Agent Joe. Yeah, he'll tell you.
Agent Joe.
1080p. 1080p
Agent
or 4K
Joe
less.
doesn't want to talk to you unless the game is 8K 120.
There we go. You see,
He's in a totally different level, and that does not represent the rest of us.
I mean, it does. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, just saying it here, like the PlayStation 3, no, when PlayStation 4 came out, and their top liner was the Order 1886. I thought that game should have been top tier, freaking amazing game right there. Should have.
The Order 1886.
Yeah.
Is a beautiful game.
Mm-hmm.
And it fucking hurts me to play the game because it is such a piece of crap. Lie to me. Go ahead. Tell me you liked it. I dare you.
I can't even really say that. I mean, I played the game. I was just looking forward to something awesome in that game because it looked good. Visually, you're like, oh, this is going to be a great game. But that story, though, like, what in the world were they thinking? Why?
They weren't thinking. They had the typical video game think of, we'll make a pretty game and tease a part 2.
Never made it.
Tell me, have you heard news of the Order 1887?
Nah, not even.
Meanwhile, play Spider-Man on the PS4, and that is gorgeous.
Oh, that game is amazing. I love it.
The Order... Okay.
Hmm.
I'm a trophy whore. You know this.
We know this.
I have your copy of the Order 1886 because I couldn't bring myself to buy my own copy. Right. I do not have the platinum trophy for that game because I would rather get a second divorce than play that infernal game.
I mean, yeah, I understand.
Did you finish it?
I did. I actually did.
But you did. You did. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get the platinum?
No.
Why?
Because I'm too lazy to get a platinum.
No.
You should know this.
You have a platinum trophy.
Yeah, I know, for freaking The Walking Dead. Actually,
Okay.
2 games. Actually.
Okay. But you can get it for the Order 1886. And you stand that game hard.
I would not. I already beat the game. I don't have to do nothing.
Right. I beat the game. Fuck this game. Give it to Willie. If he can platinum it, then I win. I don't have the platinum. I probably will never get the platinum. That game hurts to play. I would rather have my testicles smashed by a hammer than play that game.
Yeah.
And by hammer, I mean MC Hammer, who's a reverend now. And I would rather have him dance on my balls than get the platinum for that game.
That is very colorful.
Extremely.
All right. But guys, what do you guys think about all this that Willie just brought up and from above? Please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about this. But we are done. Guys, thank you so much again for joining us on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Just know we come up with amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, any last words?
I think I said everything I had to say. If you're mad at me, sorry, and you're welcome.
All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Or Wednesday, we should say. Take it easy. Peace.
Bah!